Dumelang Avsheni Ralocha Sanbanani. Hello everyone. My name is Naledi Mfoloe and it is my absolute pleasure to welcome you to the latest edition of the African Diaspora News channel, where we unravel the stories that shape our world and our communities. Today we dive deep into the currents of information, from the pulse of politics to the heartbeat of entertainment. We've got it all covered, so please stay tuned for a news experience like no other. Now, today we address a disturbing topic that has come to light on social media involving supermodel Ana Yai and the Spanish retailer Zara. Now, Yai recently recounted an incident of overt racism and discrimination during her photo shoot in 2019. Now, her experience, unfortunately, is not an isolated case, but it's part of a troubling pattern that actually demands our attention and action. In a recent, since deleted post on her X account, Ana Yai shared her harrowing experience on set of a Zara photo shoot. She described how on the day of the shoot, a photographer referred to her as a cockroach. Now, this then created laughter and smiles from others on set. And if we're being honest, this dehumanizing comment struck deeply for Yai, who was left feeling isolated and unable to react as she wanted to, because she was fearing for repercussions for herself, her family, and other Black models. Now, Yai's courage in speaking out highlights the toxic environments that Black models often navigate in fashion industry. Her decision to demand her car to airport and insist on her full rate despite the gaslighting she faced from the team emphasizes the emotional toll such incidents take on individuals. Now, she recounted how she was accused of fabricating the incident and advised not to go public with the story to protect her career. Now, this is a clear instance of victim blaming and silencing. And regrettably, this is not the first time that Zara has been accused of biased practices. The brand has faced multiple allegations over the years, including racial profiling, discrimination against transgender individuals, and a high-profile $40 million discrimination lawsuit by a former employee. Now, these recurrent issues paint a picture of a corporate culture that at best fails to address and at worst perpetuates systematic discrimination. Let's have a look.
I think the Spanish have a pretty, a well-documented casual racism, like calling someone cucaracha, like to their face while they're right there, and anyone can understand what that means. So I just want to put that out there. But look, she's not the first African model to have been treated this way, or it's just that she's speaking out about it. And let's be honest, I think high fashion often treats like models of African descent or African models with a certain fetishization anyway, right? And so how do you think that translates to how, when they're literally on the photo shoot, 60 outfits? Wow. What hour of day? You're looking at 10 hours of work. And so can you imagine how they're being treated if, in the actual, the sort of artistic way they're being treated is as this sort of like, exotic animal. Right?
Now, Yai's experience is symptom of a larger issue within the fashion industry, if we're being honest. Despite its glamorous facade, the industry has long been criticized for its lack of diversity, inclusivity, and fair treatment of models, particularly those of Black and minority ethnic backgrounds. Now, racism and discrimination are pervasive, manifesting in various forms, from hiring process to on-set interactions and media representation. And one of the most subtle aspects of this discrimination is the normalization of racist attitudes and behaviors. When a photographer feels encouraged to refer to a Black model as a cockroach, and the rest of the team responds with amusement, it indicates a deeply ingrained systematic problem. Now, this normalization not only marginalized those differently affected, but also perpetuates harmful stereotypes and biases within the broader society. As someone who has closely followed the fashion industry and its challenges, I find Yaya's story profoundly distressing, but not surprising. The resilience and the strength she displayed in protesting her mistreatment are commendable and actually resonate with many who have faced similar prejudice in their professional and personal lives. Now, systematic issues like those are highlighted by Yaya's experience require comprehensive and sustained action. Brands like Zara must be held accountable, not just through public condemnation, but through concrete changes in their practices and policies. This includes public support and solidarity as crucial in combating discrimination. Social media has provided a powerful platform for individuals to share their experiences and for communities to actually rally around them. The outpouring support for Yaya is heartening and demonstrates the power of collective action. However, it is also vital to translate online activism into real-world change. This means supporting organizations that advocate for diversity and inclusion in fashion industries and participating in dialogues and initiatives that promote systematic change, and actually upholding brands accountable, not just for their public statements, but for their actions. Yas Berry is coming forward despite the risk of her career speaks volumes about the character and the urgent need for change. Now, as consumers, creators, and citizens, I believe that we all have a role to play in fostering a more inclusive and equitable society. By supporting diverse voices, advocating for systematic change, and advocating and holding brands accountable can actually help create an industry and a world where stories like Anoki's become a thing of the past. Now, with that being said, let's engage in the comment section, shall we? We want to hear from you. What are your thoughts in regards to this? Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up or you add it, and thank you so much for watching. That's it from me. Till we meet again, it is goodbye for now.